when your side are badly beaten, the manager has the choice to make extensive changes or give his players a psychological boost by making few, if any. Well, Alan Cork has opted for the latter course of action today, making just the one change. Rhys Weston drops down to the subs bench to be replaced by Scott Young. The continuing unavailability of Mike Simpkins, Jason Bowen, Gavin Gordon and Peter Thorne may have made Cork's mind up for him. Question marks exist after their 3-0 defeat at Bury about the defensive display. Keeper Neil Alexander, after 4 clean sheets this season, conceded an absolute howler. Chesterfield manager Nicky Law makes one change from the team that beat Cambridge last weekend, an enforced one. Midfielder Lee Richardson is suspended after picking up 5 yellow cards. Jamie Ingledow comes into the side. Marcus Ebden from Pontypool and David Doria, ex-Swansea, also line up in midfield, with Reeves and Beckett up front. Luke Beckett, the former striker with 2 goals against Cambridge, the innocent victim of the transfer scam that cost Chesterfield the 3rd Division title last season, when they were deducted 9 points. And today's referee is Paul Roger from the West Midlands. So it's Cardiff City then who get this game underway. Graham Kavanagh immediately in the action, the main man. Ball to the far side of the field for Leo Fortune West. Continuing up front. Kavanagh proving to be quite an influence on this side from midfield. Chesterfield looking to play the ball around. Hitzelberger, the German under-19 captain, immediately acting the action with that ball. For Beckett, cultured player on loan from Aston Villa, the German under-19 captain, and Beckett given acres of room for header off target though. Fortune West gets a good clean header on it. Earnshaw looking to turn, gets into the area. That is a penalty. Well, there's little doubt that Robert Earnshaw played for that one, and Chesterfield very angry indeed about it. Turning and twisting his way into the box, he was stumbling anyway, and it looks as if he might well dive there. Was tugged actually there by Rob Edwards, but outside the box. Well, the pros would say that was a piece of professionalism by Rob Earnshaw. And he's earned his side the lead very early on. No chance for Nathan Abbey. Sixth goal of the season then for Rob Earnshaw. This one from the penalty spot, beautifully struck. Abbey trying to make it difficult for him, but committing himself right. Gavidon looking to go down right as well. Earnshaw, lovely dummy. Chance to finish, there's an offside flag up though. Oh, that was a nice move though by Cardiff City. Lovely, intelligent running by the Cardiff players there to create the chance. Gavidon showing the pace first of all. Then a clever little ball in. Earnshaw does superbly. Kavanagh couldn't quite get there. Earnshaw was offside anyway. Holland finds leg again. Lovely running again by Brayson. Into space for Earnshaw. Offside again. Good movement though once more from Cardiff City, and a good advantage too, played by the referee. Scott Young takes out the assistant referee, who's taken a nasty bang. Scott Young going in for the ball here. Clatters in to the assistant referee. Nasty ball. Assistant referee okay again. Huge one, right to the penalty spot. Hamilton just has a look to see what's on. Kavanagh inside him. Decides to take his man on, does well. Sloppy defending by Chesterfield, dreadful defending. Hamilton not renowned for his pace, but he shrugged off the man easily there. Might well have been a second for Cardiff. Nicky Law took over from John Duncan at Chesterfield last year, having a difficult job and difficult financial circumstances. Very, very envious indeed of Alan Cork with all the money he's had to spend. Scott Young looking to hit it over the top for Earnshaw, almost playing off. Nice turn by Brayson. Such a busy, exciting little player, Paul Brayson. Fortune West goes for it, gets a touch too. Hamilton with Earnshaw outside him. Gavidon in support should he need him. On the outside here. Should have fed it to him maybe. Not a bad cross, Fortune West. 2-0 Cardiff City. Leo Fortune West again on the score sheet. Well, Rob Earnshaw certainly made the right option here. Beautiful cross and a lovely downward header. Scored, of course, against Wrexham 2, Leo Fortune West. Unmarked, no chance for keeper Abbey. Steve Payne's ball, stepped up by Gabbidon. Fortune West again. Earnshaw does nicely. Here's a chance for Brayson. Keeper out bravely. Nathan Abbey. Good example here of the extra freedom that Graham Kavanagh has now. Lovely little flick, creating some space. Goalkeeper out well. Supplier, hopeful ball upfield. Wilson, an intelligent one for Kavanagh. Beautiful pass. Chance for Earnshaw second. Should have hit the targets. Cardiff taking Chesterfield apart there with that one beautiful pass by skipper Kavanagh. Earnshaw snatched it wide. Graham Kavanagh given the freedom of midfield by Chesterfield. Well, just running away a little really from Earnshaw. Gavidon beats Reeves to it. But Doria's in first. Speculative little shot. And that's the first piece of work Neil Alexander has to do for quite some time in this game. Former Swansea man, David Doria, with that snap toe poke. And he had to get down smartly. Fortune West wants it long. Hitzelberger. Nice play by the young German. Lovely running to by Luke Beckett. Reeves has gone in support, the number 9. Looks to get the nick and a chance. And the goal by David Doria. Seconds before the interval. The ex-Swansea City man brings Chesterfield right back into the game. Certainly their best move of this game. Beckett's picked it up well, but poor defending on the far post. Andrew Legg and the first timer into the net. Excellent ball by the young German down the line there for Beckett. Reeves 9 with a decoy run. And then an easy finish for David Doria. Time almost up then at the end of the first half. Referee has another look at his watch. It's Doria, the goal scorer. Chancellor maybe to measure the cross. Kavanagh, as the referee does blow for half-time. Well, for Cardiff City, it was the little and large show. Robert Earnshaw from the penalty spot, followed by a goal by Fortune West. And then just before half-time, David Doria, the former Swansea City man, brought one back for Chesterfield. Scored the interval, Cardiff City 2. So it's Chesterfield who got the second half underway. Not been expected that a new company, Chesterfield 2001, would have been in existence today to get the club out of their financial problems, but still in administration. Kavanagh back again. again to Gavidan. Hamilton in support of him. Too tight though. Here's Earnshaw, looking to create something. Teasing Rob Edwards, wins the corner. Spencer Pryor up from the back. As Andrew Legg aims to hit the in-swinging corner. Fortune West on the goal line as well. Pryor goes for it, and West. Keeper just gets a hand to it, Nathan Abbey. Hebden battling for it, but it's Kavanagh. Controls it. Fortune West ahead of him, Earnshaw to his right. Still has it. It's a good ball, but it's Grayson. Does well. Was there a handball? The referee was right there, decides not. The referee was in a perfect position. Legg measures the cross towards Fortune West. Half cleared again, a chance! Earnshaw into the side netting. Well, the Cardiff City fans, as you hear, insistent their side should have had a penalty for handball. Referee right on the spot. Well, there was an argument, certainly. Earnshaw looking to turn. Chance for David Doria. Early pass. Not really a good one, though. But it's Rob Edwards steaming up from the back and shoots. Neil Alexander had come out well to his 6-metre line to cut down the angle. And as Rob Edwards was allowed to charge through towards goal, Chesterfield picking out Hitzlberger again. Now Marcus Ebden. Options for him both sides. It's Doria in towards the near posts. Referee's decision is a corner. Cardiff still leading just by 2-1. As Hitzlberger sends it in, there's a chance. So unlucky Chesterfield as the ball rebounds from the posts. Hebden this time guilty of a handball, says the referee. Looking rather fragile at the back from the dangerous corner by Hitzlberger. And Reeves so very nearly got the tap in from the rebound. Payne, the long pass to the far side. Looks for Reeves. Hebden, the midfield general. Again, it's Payne. Has a fine shot in him, Steve Payne. The centre half, almost catching out Neil Alexander. It's incredible the way the Chesterfield really have come back from 2 down. It might have been 3. They look dead and buried. Cardiff City didn't press home their advantage though. They're paying for it. But now, chance for Earnshaw. Fortune West to his left. Earnshaw. Good tackle. Reeves gets a touch to Doria. Nothing much left for him for the moment. It is wide right though. Finally reaches Martin Booty. A lot of space behind Andrew Legg to measure the cross. Great chance. Alexander does well. Takes responsibility, the 23-year-old Scotsman this time. Comes out and claims the cross. It's another free kick then for Chesterfield as the referee has another quick look at his watch. We've played 3 minutes of stoppage time as the keeper, Nathan Abbey, comes all the way up to take it. Spencer Pryor beaten to it. That's another header. It's a big, big scramble. Ingledew finally, Jim Ingledew with a shot. And that is it. A very relieved bunch of Cardiff City players and supporters at the end of this game. Transformation in the second half when Marcus Ebden and his midfield partners took control for Chesterfield. But it's a victory for Cardiff, their first at home since September. Final score, Cardiff City 2, Chesterfield 1.
Alan, first victory at home since September, a welcome one?
Yeah, we played very, very well first half. Perhaps should have been 4 up, really. Get them a sloppy goal before half time, and then got a bit sloppy second half and give them a chance again. But, you know, at the end of the day, the results 2-1 and we get the 3 points.
You were pressed back in the second half, really, couldn't do much about it.
No, I mean, some of the players weren't doing what they were told, and it caused us some problems. But yeah, we defended okay. They've only had one real chance second half. We're perhaps a little bit lucky, but saying that, we were unlucky first half not to get 4 or 5. So it's football swings and roundabouts, and I'm happy with the 3 points.
In what sense didn't the players not do what you wanted them to do?
Well, they just don't do what they're told. I mean, the players at this stuff for some other reason want to do what they've done at other clubs, and it's not good enough for Cardiff. And they've got to realise that when they're told to do something, they've got to do it. Otherwise, they won't be in the side.
On the day the averted PFA dispute was to have brought the game to a stop, it's ironic that 2 strikers take pride of place in this afternoon's game. And what's more, their former clubmates. Peter Thorne, Cardiff's £1.7 million buy from Stoke, returns to the home lineup after 8 games out with a hamstring injury. His last appearance against another of his former club, Swindon, in October. He partners Robert Earnshaw up front, one of 2 changes from the side that drew at Notts County last Saturday. The second change sees the return of skipper Graham Kavanagh, also ex-Stoke, after suspension, into midfield. Danny Gabbidon has passed the fitness test to continue at right back. Jason Bowen has a key role in the continued absence of Paul Brayson. Alan Smart joined Oldham in a £200,000 plus deal from the Potteries yesterday. Ironically, he was sent off against Oldham in his last game for Stoke and will shortly start a 3-match suspension. Oldham boss Mick Wadsworth also recalls 3 men who missed the FA Cup win at Barrow because they were cup-tied. Keeper Rachupka on loan from Manchester United, David Beherol on loan from Leeds, and Dean Holden. Lots of experience in this lineup. John Sheridan and David Ayres are both 37 years of age. 3 other teammates are in their 30s. And this afternoon's referee, Ray Olivier from the West Midlands. Cardiff City then, on the normal blue strip, get this game underway. In points, these 2 sides. Oldham played a game more. And the sort of game that Cardiff City must win. Huge ambitions of making it into the First Division next season. Too many draws at the moment, though, Cardiff City. 8 draws, 7 wins in 19 games. First chance of the game is for Oldham. Smart, the new man, being policed by Scott Young. Good header, brave header away, as usual, by Spencer Pryor for Cardiff City. Well taken free kick by Sheridan. Very brave header. Ayres with the throw. Big, tall, wide man. Intelligent ball into Sheridan. That's a nice-looking pass. All the old craft there from John Sheridan. With a poor ball into the box. Gordon might salvage something. Handball, in fact, says the referee. Gordon then. Andy Gordon with the left boot, Kavanagh with the right. Kavanagh, not very well disguised, good free kick. Schwooker gets down well to save. Well, he was Peter Schmeichel's ball boy in his early days at Manchester United. Defends his near post well. Kavanagh beaten to it by Armstrong. Lays it off though, and now Gabbidon. At last, Cardiff City putting a little period of pressure together. Gabbidon does well. Wins another corner for Cardiff City. Something at last for the home fans to cheer. Kavanagh with it. Young with a header. Really did get up very well indeed. In fact, Peter Thorne for that one. Lovely flighted ball by Kavanagh. Good physical presence, good header coming in from deep, but wide of the mark. But Spree, the skipper, does well. Lays it off again for Ayres. Eat and drink for Spencer Pryor. Holds up though in the wind. Dyer gets it away. This will be a throw again, though, for Oldham. Dealing with most things pretty well at the moment, Spencer Pryor. There's another attack, though. Holden into the box. Once again, Holden switching to that left foot, and the marking not too good at all on Lee Duxbury. Kavanagh with the nudge forward to Earnshaw. Finds Bowen, that's better. Chance now then for Cardiff to spread it wide. Gabidon to show his pace. Getting past Ayres, does well, Danny Gabidon. Ayres back though to cover, McCavan does well. Oh! Kavanagh. Gilt-edged chance there for the Cardiff City skipper. Couldn't even hit the target, wow. Super play though here by Danny Gabidon. Doing a Ronnie Bird, those people who remember him from the old days. Push and run, battles well too when he lost control. Laid it off, and that was a poor effort by Kavanagh. Armstrong to Ayres. Chance to measure the ball, pushing up. Duxbury from midfield, Tipton in from the right flank. Goes for the efforts, beautiful one too. The youngster from North Wales. All swirling around in the wind. Struck it pretty well. Alexander just about had it covered. Cardiff City desperate for something before half-time. Spencer Pryor, of all people, has come up from the back. Thorne, lack of control though, lets Cardiff City down again. And Tipton up to Smarts. Holden on the right. Nothing ball. Gabidon. Earnshaw makes the run for him. No other option open. Bowen's gone over left. Here's Bowen. To Kavanagh. That's to the far post. Goal for Earnshaw. At last, Cardiff City get a move together of notes. That might get him another fine from Alan Cork, but he doesn't care. Lovely move this time by Cardiff City. Measured cross, a beauty too by the skipper Kavanagh. Thorne wins the ball at the far post. Intelligent header, easy finish for Earnshaw. 8th goal of the season for Little Ernie, and a very, very valuable one indeed, coming just before half-time. Kavanagh again, quickly taken to Earnshaw. Will look to turn, gets in a good cross. That was a very good header indeed that time by Peter Thorne. Excellent chance, good play again here by Graham Kavanagh, and also Robert Earnshaw, always looking to turn his man in that position. Good header coming in too from Thorne. Referee's whistle goes then for half-time. Encouraging end to the first half for Cardiff City, and their fans out in great numbers again. Robert Earnshaw, the goal scorer, with a lovely move. Graham Kavanagh, the skipper, with a lovely cross. Thorne with a header. Earnshaw into net. That's what's sending Cardiff City fans and this man Earnshaw in at the interval. Happy people. The Bluebirds lead by 1-0. Cardiff City just one defeat in the last 6 games. The problem has been 3 draws in that time, which is why it's important they win today. That's the importance of the opening goal so far in this game by Robert Earnshaw. Armstrong gets in quickly, good early ball, chance for Smart, does well. Very, very tight for him, and nobody else in there in support of him either. Alan Smart. Gabidon with a very poor pass indeed, allowing Armstrong to measure that lovely pass. Smart did everything expected of him, the angle too tight. It's an intelligent ball. Tipton didn't really look where that was going. Darren Sheridan though does well. That's an intelligent pass. Excellent goalkeeping. Neil Alexander does so well. Bonap and Bolland wide to Gordon. Has to do it all himself. Does superbly. That's kept in too. Oh. Little option, but to go on his own. Hit it beyond the keeper to the far post. It was kept in by Jason Bowen. Didn't quite reach a Cardiff City teammate though. John Eyre is the man who comes on for Oldham. He'll push up front as they look to turn some of this possession into goals. There's a chance immediately. Oh. Wow. The skipper Lee Duxbury almost getting in on the end of it from Holden's cross. All going tantalisingly across goal. It looked almost as if Duxbury could stretch to get to it. Cardiff desperately looking for the second goal. It's Kavanagh! Well, he doesn't score simple tap-ins, this man, does he? Yet another spectacular effort from the skipper to go with that goal that he scored at Wrexham earlier in the season. That is quite something. What an early birthday present for Graham Kavanagh, 28 years of age tomorrow. And that is the sweetest strike that he's hit in the whole of his career. Such a crucial goal too for Cardiff City. They lead by 2 goals to 0, and this victory could be a very, very important one indeed. Kavanagh on the ball immediately again. As Cardiff City really stretch it now then. Gavidon. Early ball in towards Earnshaw. Eyre. Wide to Armstrong. To Tipton, I'm sorry. Sheridan carries the 1-2 with Dean Holden. As Holden looked for a way back into this game. Duxbury, the skipper. They've not played badly by any means. Duxbury as well as anybody, and they've got one back. John Eyre. The replacement has been on the field for just a few minutes. Gets one back for Oldham. Something to cheer the few visiting fans. Excellent play down the right-hand side of the field by Lee Duxbury. Turning, getting past Scott Young. Intelligent ball then, dragged back, and there was John Eyre to finish it off. Well, Cardiff City have it all to do once again. They've defended pretty well in this game up to this time. Good finishing by Eyre. Gordon this time wins the battle. Has to do it again. Corazin goes in. Holden measures the ball. That's into John Eyre. Good looking cross. Gavidon with the ball away to Earnshaw. Didn't get the touch that time. Oldham pressing forward more and more. Sheridan. Good header away by Gordon. All the pressure though is coming now from Oldham. Dean Holden with a cross. Dangerous one. Corazin. Good save at his near post by Neil Alexander as the Canadian put in a good effort that time. Once again a good cross in from the right by Dean Holden. Snatch shot well taken by the keeper. However, it's John Sheridan again towards Corazin. Good header once again by Spencer Pryor. Boland, an intelligent pass to Thorne. Now then, into space. Robert Earnshaw just scored offside. Gordon. Air beaten to it by Scott Young, battles away well though. Darren Sheridan to John Sheridan. Good cut out by Leighton Maxwell for Cardiff City. Has to look for the supports. Finds it in Fortune West and keeps running. Now his manager will want him to take that one into the corner too. Instead, Cardiff City have given the ball away naively. Sheridan hits it wide, but there's nobody there for Oldham. Davidon down the line. It's going to be a free kick for Oldham. Within the last few minutes, Mick Wadsworth, one more chance to retain his unbeaten record as Oldham manager. Nine men forward for Oldham in what might well be their last chance. Connor gets it away. We've played the 3 minutes of injury time. It's charged down by Kavanagh. Play is allowed to continue. Poorly done by the skipper. 3-1, Cardiff City the lead. And the Oldham players surround the referee, surrounded by Oldham players. Referee's card is coming out too. Ball charged down, and ball they claimed, Oldham, as Kavanagh was allowed to continue. Netted easily. In the meantime, the two Sheridan brothers being spoken to by the referee. And in fact, also calling John Eyre to him as we look at that challenge. Was that in fact a handball by Kavanagh, as the match ends in high controversy? Coolness itself, Graham Kavanagh, as he finished it off. 5 cards, 5 yellows in this game from referee Ray Olivier for Oldham players. Has a look at his watch and blows it. Cardiff City, a very, very valuable home win indeed, by 3-1 at the end of this terrific contest. So the first part of a very important 2-game run for Cardiff City. Next it's Brentford. That's a big one on Tuesday night.
We changed the system a little bit today to try and get us to play a bit more football. You know, it seems daft. I think we've been playing decent football, you know, the last 6 weeks, and you know, it worked okay in patches. But you know, we scored a goal at a good time. Perhaps Thorney could have scored again. A bit unlucky with a header. You know, and you know, perhaps we should have been 2 up at half time. But you know, it doesn't happen. We 1 up, great, and we score another goal. And it should be dead 2-0. But they scored a good goal. Be fair to them, and then Cav scored 1 up here. So it's makes a change, get a bit of luck.
I think you haven't been losing, you've been drawing probably more games than you would want, but you're just that one little push away maybe from the sort of form that'll certainly get you into the playoff places.
We just need to win 3 or 4 games in a trot, you know. If we win the 3 or 4, you know, people will start looking over their shoulders.
In that context, how important to follow up then with a good performance and a victory on Tuesday?
Yeah, but it's nice just to get a good performance on Tuesday now. I mean, if we go out and do the same again, we'll be okay.
Same sort of pattern, do you think, against Brentford?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, they got beat 5 today, so I'll have to look at the report on Monday from my scout and go from there.
Pleased to see Peter Thorne on the score sheet as well. Not so pleased that the expensive striker was injured again soon after. That left Robert Earnshaw to grab the headlines with a magnificent goal, celebrated with a somersault that won't earn a fine from his manager. The club's Christmas party fund healthy enough already. HTV won't charge him for the use of our microphone either, although you're unlikely to hear him on Pop Idol.
His singing voice is awful. He can't sing. Thank God he can play football and score goals. So, I mean, I'm delighted with him. So I give him two free ones because he scored some goals and playing so well. So long may it continue.
Brentford themselves third in the table, and Welsh under-21 international Paul Evans pulled one back for the visitors before Danny Gabardin's header set the seal on a fine performance. That even allowed Earnshaw the luxury of a rare missed penalty, City now looking the part of promotion contenders.
And all the boys knew what we're capable of, and you know, it's just a case of getting some wins together making sure that we all stick together and get on with it. And to be fair, we've done that. I was just delighted the way that we said about it last night.
Alan Cork again names an unchanged team for the 4th successive game, even though Cardiff have drawn the previous 3, the latest with Reading 2-2 here on Boxing Day. In fact, he's only made a couple of enforced changes in the last 5 League and Cup games, having established the playing pattern he believes will take them to Division 1 next season. Bristol with a tried and tested system with 3 centre-backs and 2 flank men who love to push forward, Scott Murray and Mickey Bell, who scored in a 1-1 draw at Ashton Gate. Top Premiership official Paul Durking in charge today, as Bristol City in the red shirts get the game underway. It's 30 years, in fact, since Cardiff City last won a league game here, would you believe, against the visitors from the West Country. One of the biggest crowds of the season at Ninian Park, if not the biggest, boosted by a huge intake too from across the Severn Bridge. Quick ball down the line for Thorpe. No handball, says the referee. Ball with the cross towards Matthews. Oh, an early chance there for Bristol City. Gilded's chance coming from the cross to the far post. Hit it down well, and 2 men in there, and maybe Thorpe should have got a touch. Now it's Jason Bowen. Earnshaw goes on a really good run. Cleared off the line by Mattel. Such tremendous form at the moment, the little striker. And just thwarted at the end. Cardiff still with men up. Earnshaw, chance. Well, I'm sure he couldn't believe that, Robert Earnshaw, the space he was given, and that he was not given offside either. Played into space, acres of space, and really should have hit the target at least here. Still 0-0. Fryer hits it towards Earnshaw. Beautiful little flick for Bowen. So unlucky, the skipper. The ball played in across there, and at the end of it, skipper Kavanagh struck it so beautifully, and it seemed it had to go in off the post, but agonizingly it came out for Cardiff City. Gordon winning most of the tap-ins. Earnshaw. Good battle on the far side, given away once again though by Boland. Murray goes for the return ball. Abaddon gets it away. Under pressure from Aaron Brown again. Build a play coming wide on the right-hand side. Neat little 1-2 there. Excellent cross. And Gavidon in well for Cardiff. Gavidon picks up Willie Boland again. That's an intelligent pass to Kavanagh. Gordon looking for a 1-2 with his skipper. It's Earnshaw. Finally cleared there by Bristol City, but only as far as Gavidon. Terrific pressure from Cardiff. Kavanagh with a shooting chance. But Cardiff City just not hitting the target at the moment. Coolly done by Spencer Pryor. Robert Earnshaw. Bowen into the gap behind him. The room again to attack down this flank, Jason Bowen. Earnshaw. Well, I don't know whether his teammates told him the amount of time he had available there, Robert Earnshaw. Kavanagh. Wide for Bowen. Up to Carey. He's the cross. Finally gets the ball into Gordon. Well, that should have been it as far as Cardiff City were concerned, surely. Once again, intelligent play by Jason Bowen. No flag. Gordon straight to keeper Stowell. No goals then for Cardiff City at the interval. Half-time score, 0-0. Cardiff City then getting the second half underway. Beaten, would you believe, only 4 times in the league this season in 24 games. Bristol City have been beaten 7 times in 25. But despite that, Bristol City are 6 points clear of Cardiff. Reason for that, of course, all the drawn games, 11 of them that Cardiff have played. If only they could have converted just a few of those draws into victories, they'd be right up towards the top of the division. Chance early in the half then for Cardiff, and it's in at last. Earnshaw, the goal maker this time, with a lovely burst. And Kavanagh completely unmarked. 1-0 Cardiff City. Once again, good patient play. And Earnshaw's cross, spot on. Rather slow to clear their lines this time. And immediately conceding a corner. As Lee Matthews puts some pressure on the defence. Matt Hill up from the back. And Scott Murray prepares to hit an in-swinger. That's a good-looking ball. Chance of a header too for Lee Matthews. Earnshaw. Pulls it off nicely. Boland spreads it to Kavanagh. 2 men out, wide right. Jason Bowen sent in field. Gabardon hits it towards Gordon. Good combined play again by Bristol City. Matthews upfield to Thorpe. He can spread it to Scott Murray. He's got the pace to really threaten and to score the equalising goal. 7th goal of the season for Scott Murray. And Scott Murray with the pace to embarrass Gordon and coolly to finish off past Neil Alexander. 1-1. Excellent ball played from Thorpe, and the composure from the Scotsman bringing in the equaliser. Tinian picks up the pieces in midfield, spreads it wide to Mickey Bell. Wide once again to the danger man Scott Murray. So much coming from him. He scored again. 2 goals in as many minutes for Scott Murray. Bristol City claim a dramatic lead. This time that has to go down to a defensive error by goalkeeper Neil Alexander. The ball hit in towards his near post, which he looked to have more than adequately covered. Very optimistic, this shot from Murray, and it sneaked in underneath Alexander's body. Poor goal for Cardiff to concede. So much confidence though at the moment, Scott Murray, but he should never have been allowed to score that one. Kavanagh, it's careless. Scott Young under pressure. Thorpe, and it's 3-1. Lee Matthews on his recall to the team gets the goal, the 3rd dramatically for Bristol City in this second half, and Cardiff City are just going to pieces. So sloppy. Scott Young, carelessness itself there, given the chance for Thorpe to take it on. This position, surely 2 ought to have been cleared in the end. Matthews with all the time in the world to plant that one in the net. dreadful defensive errors by Cardiff. Surely twice that goal should have been cleared. The attack should have been cleared. It wasn't. Matthews makes it 3-1. Thorpe with the throw to Murray. Looking for the corner. In the end, cleared it anyway. And Kavanagh. Under pressure, this time from Thorpe. Still Thorpe. Oh! So close to yet another one for Bristol City. This second half is just incredible. Thorpe given the freedom by Kavanagh's bad play. So close. That time Alexander just did enough. Gordon beaten to it, banked illegally, decides Paul Durkin. Free kick for Cardiff City. In a good position. Have to be on to the back post again, surely. And Kavanagh over it. Kavanagh towards the far post. Scott Young still there. Gordon with a header. Fortune West over the bar from almost point-blank range. Coming from the free kick. Scott Young getting the ball back in acrobatically. And a gilt-edged chance there for Fortune West. Willie Boland. Jason Bowen under pressure. Breaks for Thorpe. Chance for a fourth. Good save in the end by Neil Alexander from some distance too. Well, that was a really superbly taken shot by Thorpe. A lot of power behind that, and a good save by the Cardiff keeper. Gabidon. Cardiff City look to get some pressure. Leg. Earnshaw, beautifully done. Oh. So unlucky that time, Robert Earnshaw. Sam Haman behind that goal, couldn't believe it didn't go in. Cross coming from the right-hand side by Gabidon. Andrew Legg's miss kick setting it up for Earnshaw. He did superbly, didn't he? Just wide.
We played very, very well first half. You know, good football, and so we created a lot of chances, and everyone looked very enthusiastic. And saying, just can't understand why one goal with 35 minutes to go, it causes havoc in the defence, but it did, and we got a little bit sloppy, and players didn't do what they're supposed to be doing.
But for one day at least, the league would wait, and it was all about the cup and about John Charles, who led the sides out, and 40 years ago would have graced either of them at centre-half or indeed at centre-forward. However, Alan Cork was happy just to welcome back the influential Andy Legg to his starting 11 in place of Dean Gordon, who's returned to Middlesbrough after his loan spell at Ninian Park. Jason Bowen missed out on a starting place as he made way for Paul Brayson. Anyone who had any concerns over Leeds United's attitude would have been left in no doubt after seeing David O'Leary's selection. Mark Viduka, Alan Smith and the informed Robbie Fowler were all included to spearhead the quest for goals. The commentary comes from Ian Gwynn Hughes and from Ian Walsh.
Andy Durso is the referee. A terrific atmosphere at Ninian Park between two sides who, as clubs, have beaten Arsenal in an FA Cup final at Wembley. Cardiff's achievement back in 1927, and it's 10 years, ironically, since another Welsh club, that's Wrexham, beat Arsenal, who were then the league champions, by 2-1 at the racecourse. Will Cardiff City emulate Wrexham's success this afternoon? Highly charged atmosphere, and Leeds immediately on the attack, and it's got all the makings, Ian Walsh, of a cracking David against Goliath Cup tie.
Yeah, and it's very important that Cardiff City start off this game very positively, because they can't allow Leeds to dictate the pace of play, and it's just nice to see Rob Earnshaw get an early touch of the ball to give him a little bit of confidence.
Woodgate. Ball flicked on, no one there to capitalise.
Yeah, that's important. When the ball was knocked forward there for Cardiff City, the back four got to make sure they push out and try to push Leeds back into their own half.
Earnshaw onto the ball from Bonner, gets away from Hart. Earnshaw into the penalty area. Ferdinand it was who came across, but Earnshaw looking very effective, very quick in the early stages.
Well, I tell you, this is where the area that Leeds are perhaps at their weakest. Left-hand side, Ian Hart there with a lack of pace down that right-hand side. And little Rob Earnshaw is going to spend a lot of time out on that right wing today.
An injury to Ferdinand. So concern for the Leeds manager, David O'Leary.
He's twisted his left ankle, it looks like, and physio on there. He doesn't look too comfortable there, does he, Rio Ferdinand?
This is the challenge.
You can see that challenge from Gavin Gordon. Very aggressive player, Gavin Gordon. He first wins the ball with his right foot, but follows through with his left.
It's the end of Rio Ferdinand's afternoon here at Ninian Park, and there's Michael Dubry.
There's a big blow. Big blow to Leeds United there. You know, the likes of Rio Ferdinand, arguably one of the best defenders in the Premiership at the moment, to be replaced by Michael Dubry. In his own right, a very good player, but I'm sure that'll give Cardiff City a little bit of a boost.
Interestingly enough, both Woodgate and Dubry have been in the news for other things than football recently. As Dubry immediately into the action, and Danny Mills just gives a touch of the ball to Nigel Martin. Appeals for handball, nothing given. Here's Earnshaw, who's fouled by Hart. Andy D'Urso immediately gives the free kick. It's very hectic, very quick, Ian, but
super little turn this from Earnshaw, just trickles it round to his left-hand side. Ian Hart again getting too tight, not quick enough. Earnshaw very, very sharp early on.
Free kick is quickly taken. Kavanagh with the cross, headed away. It was Woodgate who got the header. So far it's poor ball given away. Cardiff have conceded soft goals so far this season. And that's the opening goal. It's Mark Viduka, and Cardiff City have really gifted Leeds United a goal after only 11 minutes. There seemed nothing on, but it was a poor pass out of defence. Leeds lashed onto it, and it's gifting Leeds the goal. It's a poor pass, and the pass is weighted perfectly in the end. And Mark Viduka, what a finish. No chance for Alexander. 1-0 Leeds.
Yeah, well, again, it's a terrible ball from Pryor. What was he playing at there? Great ball through for Viduka. Don't ask him twice to shoot. Great strike in the bottom corner, giving Alexander no chance in the Cardiff goal. Sloppy, sloppy goal to give away from Cardiff.
Viduka combining with Fowler. Here is Viduka again. Here's Earnshaw against Hart. Tries to take on Hart again. He's away from him. Not for the first time. And the referee.
Oh, referee.
Well, he should have allowed advantage there. I'm sure Ian Hart will be booked, but it's no advantage at all to Cardiff City. And Spencer Pryor making his views known.
That's a dreadful decision by the referee again. Just gets caught under his feet, but then it goes wide. Has the pace and the power to get away from Hart, leaving him for dead. And then the referee, for some unknown reason, drags him back. Big mistake by the referee.
The shot is way off target. It might still stay in play. Kavanagh trying to get there, succeeds in doing so. Just plays the ball though to Ian Hart, and Leeds can clear their lines. Spencer Pryor, fooled by the bounce. Here is Kavanagh. Gabidon. Play from Cardiff. Here's Legg. Taking on 2-3 and winning the free kick. Smith it was who fouled him. That was good positive play from Cardiff.
Yeah, they kept possession very well. All credit to Kavanagh for stopping the ball going out for a throw-in, which has slowed everything down. He's kept possession, and all of a sudden Cardiff City in a great position.
It is Kavanagh with the free kick. Oh, what an equaliser from Graham Kavanagh! Superb free kick. Everybody expecting the cross. but that was absolutely brilliant. Nigel Martyn beaten at his near post, and Cardiff City, after going a goal behind, are back on level terms, and there's bedlam here at Ninian Park.
Well, what an atmosphere here. Can hardly hear yourself speak. What a quality free kick this was. Just curls it into that corner, giving the England international keeper no chance whatsoever. Top quality. What a strike. Look at the bend on that, going away from the keeper. Brilliant.
No real fluency to Leeds play at the moment. Sure will put pressure on Martyn, and well, did they see Gavin Gordon coming in there? I don't think they did. Here's Gabidon, and hugging this right-hand touchline, tries to get away from Hart.
You can see now, you see Lee Boyer's position in behind Hart. Every time Gabidon or Earnshaw gets the ball in wide places, Lee Boyer is coming to cover Ian Hart down this left-hand side.
Which is a good thing there, because it negates Lee Boyer's attacking threat then for Leeds. And let's see how they deal with this long throw again from Andy Legg. They weren't too convincing last time. Just 10 minutes to go till half-time. 1-1 at Ninian Park. Huge throw. Martyn struggling. Could have dropped anywhere. Half-hearted appeals for handball. And this is where they have to be careful on the break. There are 3 Cardiff players around Robbie Fowler. They get the better of him.
And there seemed to be a half shout for handball there, didn't they? Great long throw. I think it was Gavin Gordon causing all sorts of problems in the penalty box. And all of a sudden, I think it was Viduka's hand that popped up. He had a glove on, that's for sure.
Kavanagh takes the free kick quickly. Gabidon back to Kavanagh. The Kirk of Ireland international. To make a late claim for inclusion in the squad going to Japan and Korea in the summer.
Brayton coming back to join in. You know, this is the incident earlier. There's Gordon in there with the keeper. Gabidon is it? Oh, that looked like a handball to me. Look at Scott Young. Very, very lucky to get away with that.
I'm sure he didn't know much about it, but they've been given in the past. Referees have given handball for that type of offence in the past, but Leeds again have to deal with Andy Legg's corner. It's the 3rd for Cardiff in this first half. It's a dangerous one, and it was Gordon who got in there, and Nigel Martyn was really struggling. And this is a good period for Cardiff City, and Leeds looked rocked, and he's headed away this time, and maybe there was an offside decision, but Nigel Martyn just survived there as Gordon leapt at that near post.
Excellent spell for Cardiff City, this. Ball into the box. Gordon, oh, he's a fraction of away from the ball.
There's a good chance. Here's Fowler, though, at the other end for Leeds. Have to be careful against Fowler. Fowler! Well, and he's from that distance. He can at times be lethal, but no real venom in the shot on that occasion, and didn't trouble Neil Alexander. And here's Gabidon with time and space on this right-hand side to deliver the cross. It might drop again for Kavanagh, and it's blocked this time by Dubry. Kavanagh again, and Hart can clear.
Comes on his way. Great strike from Kavanagh, great technique. Managed to keep the ball down.
Important block there by Michael Dubry, because as you're saying, that was goal-bound.
Yeah, this is a great ball in from Gabidon. What a strike, that was going down in the bottom corner.
Six minutes till half-time. The game is being played from a Cardiff City point of view, Ian, at great pace. Do you think they can keep this up for 90 minutes?
This is very important that they must make sure that they pace themselves, the Cardiff players, because Leeds are just playing, in my opinion, at half measure at the moment. I'm sure they can raise a few gears, but Cardiff have got to be careful that they don't run themselves into the ground too early.
There's Fowler. Leeds now just taking a bit of the sting out of the game, trying to keep possession themselves. Here's Fowler. Danny Mills on that right-hand side. Fowler wants the ball short. Gets it as well. Good build-up play by Leeds. Fowler. Well, he had several options there, and I think Robbie Fowler knows that he chose the wrong one.
Well, he's a goal scorer, Robbie Fowler. You know, he sets the ball out to Mills, wants it early. There's a reverse pass coming in here, and he just tries to come on his favoured left foot and clip it into the far corner, but just overhits it.
Earnshaw. Bit too ambitious there.
Well, he fancied it early. You could just sense, couldn't you, that he was picking the ball up again. Lovely turn. Went away from his marker hard, and then just had half the chance to have a strike on goal.
Huge kick. Viduka's there. Well, Viduka, well blocked. Might still drop for Viduka. Cardiff can clear. It's a huge kick though by Nigel Martin. And look up at, on that occasion, favoured Cardiff City. That's overhead, I think, by Kavanagh. They scored the first goal. And a sniff of a chance there for the second.
Yeah, this is poor defending from Cardiff. They allowed to go too deep. Look, they're both leaving it for each other. And the keeper, indecision there. And they nearly pay for it. Oh, it could be up. Smith is in trouble here. He's in trouble here.
It's
there
a red card. He's off. Use of the elbow. And Alan Smith, who's had problems in the past. David O'Leary's furious with the decision. But Alan Smith is sent off 3 minutes before half-time. And it's Andy Legg who went down. Completely off the ball. And Andy Durso, Ian, well placed and no hesitation.
Well, no hesitation, he was there, and we'll see it now. Andy Legg, yes, was all over him. There's a bit of shirt pulling here. It's going on between each other. And on that angle, it just seems like a little bit of a push away. Well, he's booked Andy Legg, obviously, for the foul. So, well, high drama here at Ninian Park.
But, you have to say as well, Ian, Leeds United down to 10 men, rattled. Cardiff City won't have a better chance of beating them. And here's Kavanagh. Didn't connect properly then, he knows it as well.
That's a great chance. Cardiff City just before half-time into Gordon, knocked down. Oh, that's a free shot from Kavanagh. He knows, holding his head in his hands. That's a great chance gone.
Robbie Fowler's come in this second half. Oh, it's bobbled, given away by Woodgate. Well, it was Boland's shot, and it was straight at the goalkeeper, but Woodgate there very nearly punished. I think the bounce of the ball, it just bobbled as he attempted to clear it, but...
he's very fortunate to get away with that. Woodgate, as he was trying to strike it, it's hit something, and Boland really on his weaker left side. No real pace in the shot.
And Cardiff just building up some steam again. Quicker to the ball. Here's Kavanagh. Strong challenge by Dubry, but well, he's going to be booked as well. Was a rather clumsy challenge.
Yeah, again, Brayson picks up the ball. Dubry comes flying in from behind and absolutely clatters into Brayson.
He's not just being given any time at all to settle on the ball. The flag went up there. Fowler, I don't think he heard the whistle, but it was surely a late flag, or certainly late reaction.
Whistle. Yeah, Cardiff City down the right-hand side. Danny Gabardon keeping him onside. Cardiff City got away with that.
Leg wants the return ball. Kavanagh. Surely be a candidate for man of the match. Graham Kavanagh as well. Boland thought of the shot, showed too much of it though. That was well struck, wasn't it, by Mark Bonner. Always kept it low. I think it was always drifting wide. Martin aware of that, but he struck it well.
Yeah, there's a better chance there though for Brayson. I think Brayson hasn't played that. He started that many games recently, and his touch has just let him down. And this is a great shot. It's a nice strike of the ball, but Brayson for me is just losing a little bit of composure, and you've got Jason Bowen, I'm sure, on the bench that might replace him.
Maduka's not offside. Mark Maduka, that's a great challenge. It wouldn't drop for him, but Scott Young got back, and that is superb defending by Scott Young.
Yeah, he just felt that at times Cardiff play a little bit too square at the back, and one ball over the top is going to hurt them. But what a challenge from Scott Young. Fantastic timing, and it had to be. And again.
And again.
That's a great catch. Look at Cardiff City all pushing up. And that ball, well, is definitely offside. There's two. I think Fowler's offside as well. Ball wouldn't come down, but what a great challenge. Ball sat up, gives Scott Young that extra fraction of a second to clear the danger.
It looks as if Leo Fortune West is coming on. And it's Gavin Gordon who's coming off. Player, leg. Shot. Fortune West, not the most elegant player, but there's enough to put pressure on Mills and force him into a poor pass, and Leeds just rather fortunate to get away with that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of tired Cardiff City players out there. If you noticed in that movement that they were always second best to the ball, they were just this yard short. I saw Bonner going, I saw Kavanagh going, just a little bit short of that little bit of pace that you need, especially when you're playing against a better side.
Be proud of his players, Alan Cork. And although Leeds are down to 10 men, Ian, I think they've shown Cardiff a lot of respect in the second half, because they've been relatively cautious in their approach to it.
I tell you, they've shown a lot of character as well in their own performance. That's the Duke, they're down to 10 men, they're all working their socks off for each other. But I think this game is crying out to Jason Bowen. I absolutely believe that. I can't believe that he's not on the field. I thought that his bit of magic, bit of industry around the box would pay dividends.
Long throw, could drop anywhere. Fortune West is there, battering away. And Leeds relieved to concede a corner. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes and a goal now would bring unprecedented joy here at Ninian Park. To the Cardiff supporters, that is, and players. Here's Kavanagh. That's a testing one. And it's another corner, far side this time.
Scott Young, half a chance there in at the far post. He's gone up very high at the far post, and he's knocked it down, I think, on David Batty's shoulders. But he's a danger, Scott Young. He's been very strong in the air. Go on, wouldn't he like a goal this late in the game?
If it went in now, I think he'd be on the pitch with the players. Cardiff City's owner, Sam Amam, who's transformed this club, no doubt about that, with his money and his ambition. Nigel Martin forced just to tip that away, because he saw Sam Amam there, and this is what he wants week in, week out, playing the likes of Leeds, Manchester United and Arsenal, not just one-off occasions in the FA Cup. Fortune West is there, it's in! Cardiff have scored, it's Scott Young! 4 minutes to go, Scott Young has scored what could be a dramatic winner here at Ninian Park. Fortune West nuisance value has paid off. A succession of corners, and he's delighted. And there's uproar here at Ninian Park.
Well, he was absolutely nuisance value, was he? There he is at the far post, good delivery, just drops off the defender, and it falls fantastically well for Scott Young, and he takes it with all the glee in the world. Look at this, smashes it in the bottom of the net, and off he goes to celebrate.
2 minutes plus any stoppages, and it's a free kick to Leeds. It's Ian Hart and Danny Mills. It becomes Hart into the wall. And anywhere will do for Cardiff, as long as it's downfield. There's the urgency for you. Nigel Martin out of his goal. Up goes Gabidon, wins it well. Here's Hart for Leeds. Spectacularly cleared away, and here's Earnshaw. Leeds have pushed players forward. Bowie is back there. Nigel Martin was struggling. He's found Dubry.
Great defending from Cardiff.
Seconds now from the final whistle. Surely Cardiff City are through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. They have possession. And this is Fortune West, whose presence led to the winning goal from Scott Young. Referee Andy Turso looks at his watch. Seconds remaining, surely. Nigel Martin, one last effort for Leeds. Lee Bowyer. Batty just knocks it forward. Mills is there, and that's the last chance, surely, and that is it! Scott Young, the hero of the hour, with the winner. But indeed, there are 11 heroes out there, well 12 when you count the substitute Fortune West. And there'll be scenes of fantastic joy here as Cardiff City celebrate this victory. I know promotion is the main aim, but this will remain in the memories of the fans here and the players for the rest of their lives, Ian.
Yeah, I hope they all behave themselves now, because it's a fantastic result. Fantastic performance from Cardiff City. I think they've raised their game to heights that perhaps the players didn't really understand they could get to. But fantastic scenes here at Ninian Park. Let's all hope that they look after themselves.
Scott Young, the hero, he scored the winner. Final score here at Ninian Park. Cardiff City, quite amazingly, through to the 4th round. Cardiff City 2, Leeds United top of the Premiership 1.
Haven't got a goal yet this season before today.
Yeah, I think I had 12 last year, so it's nice to get off the mark again this year, and hopefully I'll go on now and get a couple more.
How does this rank with what you've done in your career?
Oh, it's up there with the best. I mean, you just can't beat it, can you? FA Cup, beating the top of the league, Premier League team, so it's brilliant.
What did you say to your players before the start?
I just told them to go out and enjoy it, and they've got nothing to prove. They're all good players, and it's a good test against some very, very good players, and even at 10 men, we still think they're going to beat us because they're so good. But we've kept going. We've played very well, and we're stuck to the game plan. And after the first sloppy goal we conceded, we got back at them, and I'm pleased with them.
Yes, you really did come back well after conceding the early goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a poor goal giveaway, but I think that's been the season for us. We've been conceding silly, sloppy goals all year, and we kept going and we kept playing. We got the goal back, and then we've done great.
Talk me through the sending off. Where was it? How did you see it? Because you were almost involved.
Well, to be fair to the lad, I mean, I don't know if he was trying to shrug me off because I was holding him or not, I don't know. But he has caught me and cut me inside of my mouth. But I don't know, I don't like to get players sent off. And, he's gone. But possibly I could have been at fault by pulling him as well. So perhaps he was just trying to shake me off. I haven't seen it and don't really want to comment on it that much.
Did you know he'd gone while you were down?
I just heard the cheer, and then. And, and you can tell the reaction of the Leeds players. I think some of them called me a cheat, and but when they saw a bit of blood in my mouth, I think they realised.
I knew when the draw was going to be made, it was going to be a passionate game down here, and it was going to be a tough cup tie, and it was, and it's what cup ties are about. And I wish them well. I'd love them to beat them. They've beaten us. They've nothing to lose on the day, and I wish them well for the rest of the competition.
Cup always throws up a hero. Tonight it's you.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it'd be nice to wake up in the morning and see the papers and that. like you say, getting ups and downs of football, and one of these, this is the up. I'm sure there'll be a few downs round the corner.
Last Sunday may have been the gourmet banquet, but for City, the league is the bread and butter. Promotion, the absolute priority. And boss Alan Cork names an unchanged side. Paul Brayson keeping Jason Byrne on the bench, with Earnshaw and Gordon continuing up front. Peterborough lie comfortably in mid-table, and they have their own FA Cup adventure at Darlington on Tuesday night. Manager Barry Fry names the same lineup for the third match running. The one new name of late, number 29 Kieran Toner, who's here on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. The two number 8s, an Irishman and an Aussie, know each other well. Graham Kavanagh and David Oldfield. They played together in Stokes midfield for 2 seasons before going their separate ways. Kavanagh fresh from that glorious free kick against Leeds that took his season's goal tally to 9. Man in charge this afternoon is Mark Warren from Walsall. Underway then, and you have to go back 8 games and 15 years to find the last time Cardiff beat Peterborough in any competition. That was way back in the days of the old Division 4. Not quite the 22,000 that were here last Sunday, but a healthy crowd nonetheless. Jose looking towards Fenn. Scott Young was there for Cardiff. Turned into a good ball as well. Grayson with Joseph to take on, and he beats him. Brayton goes for goal. First test for Mark Tyler, and he passed with honours. Had no trouble escaping the attentions of Mark Joseph. See no spill. Williams. Useful for Farrell. Should be the goalkeepers. Half a punch on it, still not clear. But in the end, Alexander had to go down. Alan Cork, who said that a victory against Leeds would count for nothing if his team didn't get 3 points this afternoon. Wide is Andy Legg. Took out Bullard there. Just a dip of the shoulders. Useful ball in towards Gordon. First cross that has really caused Peterborough a problem. Look at the way he takes out Bullard there. Knew exactly what he was trying to do, hang it up for Gavin Gordon. It was being very tightly watched there by Williams. Gordon won it well. That's an intelligent ball. Look at the space, Bonner's in here. And shot! Fabulous save by Tyler. Best chance Cardiff have had, and that's why Barry Fry rates his goalkeeper so highly. As he was played in beautifully by Bonner, Tyler was equal to it. Terrific reactions. Trying to get the flick at the near post, and maybe they should have done. Grayson. Oh, that's a free kick. Mackenzie was trying to plead the case for shoulder to shoulder. And the official thought otherwise, and now Cardiff have a free kick well within Kavanagh range. Legg takes it quickly, and it either got a deflection off the wall or the goalkeeper. Reece Weston is into the action 7 minutes before half-time. Here's the corner, and again Tyler had to produce some heroics. I'm not sure who it hit on the way through to him. It's Kavanagh's corner. In fact, Gordon got a touch, and he was so close to the keeper. He reacted very smartly again. Another corner, deeper this time, and put behind his own goal by Andy Edwards. A spate of corner kicks for Cardiff City. Can they make one count? Next corner came off Edwards and still not properly clear. Think back in, Grayson just wouldn't come down for him quickly enough. Bonner, Young appeals for a penalty. Referee says no. Scott Young again. He scored 2 weeks running, surely. And then a bit of crowd football on the floor, and it's all going on in the penalty area. Eventually, Peterborough get it clear. And for the first time in the match, the visiting side are under the cosh. Real scramble. Scott Young did well to play that on the floor. Somehow, Posh got it away, eventually. little bit of time wasting, I think, going on here. Peterborough want to see it out at 0-0 at half-time. They have been under real pressure for the last 5 or 6 minutes. Williams. It's a useful ball. McKenzie and Peterborough are ahead in first half stoppage time. Crossed in by Williams. Great lead by McKenzie, although Alexander won't be happy. And it's 1-0 to Posh in the 2nd minute of first half stoppage time. Underway then for the second half. Alan Cork has made no changes. Not surprising that Barry Fry has sent the same 11 men out. But Rob Earnshaw has reappeared with a strapping on his arm, maybe a wrist problem. Gabbigan. Could be the goalkeepers. It's not very safe and very secure, Tyler, all afternoon. Farrell. Looking to get Fenn away. He timed his run well. Neil Fenn! What a goal that is! Absolute stunning strike from the former Spurs forward. Played forward by Farrell. He timed the run well, but he still had so much to do. Right foot volley and got some dip. And Alexander just stood and watched it. 54 minutes played, and the lead is doubled. And Cardiff City have real problems. Gabbigan. Mostly got it in for the Welsh. 3 waiting in the middle for Cardiff. Earnshaw! Excellent header. And a very safe piece of goalkeeping yet again from Tyler. Much more precise cross. And Tyler held on low down. Greg just stumps it forward. Only Fortune West is up. And he jumped at his man. And he's going to get a card here within a minute of coming on. And the only question is, what colour is it going to be? Let's have a look. Remember what happened last week here? Well, if there's any consistency, Alan Smith was dismissed 6 days ago on this ground. And it's only a yellow. And based on the replay, he's a little bit fortunate there, Fortune West. Well, we can only hope there's no serious damage there to Ray. Hooper is on, he's a very experienced defender, he's 30 years of age. Grayson. Fortune West held off his man well, that was Edwards. Got the ball across, just too far for Earnshaw, no! And still it won't go in for Cardiff. Grayson with the ball forward. Good body strength there from Fortune West, held off his marker. Earnshaw just couldn't reach it. Legs headed. Earnshaw, that's a lovely pass. Grayson. Sold the dummy there to Hooper. Once again, the cross inaccurate. Oldfield making the real meal of it though. Earnshaw's taking it off it. Bonner! Well, that about sums it up. With some 8 minutes still remaining. The stadium is empty. Cullen won the header. Weston across. Dying seconds now. Hooper. Well, after the euphoria, the anti-climax. Cardiff City beaten at home in the league for the 2nd game in succession. A goal from McKenzie in the first half, and then an absolute stunner in the second from Neil Fenn. It's the first time this season that Cardiff City haven't scored at home. They've drawn a blank in every sense. Full-time score, Cardiff City 0, Peterborough 2.
After the euphoria of Sunday, was it hard to get the players really up for a league game, or is that unfair on them?
No, Sunday was been and gone, and they've worked very hard this week, and you know, it's just, you know, one of the things I say, just we weren't quite 110% like normal, perhaps a little yard short, but that's, you know, that's football, and you know, I say we created enough first half. We had 8 good chances really, one off the line, you know, and he had a good chance when, you know, when he pulled one back as well. So I mean, we had enough, but just need a bit of luck to score a goal.
It meant Andy Legg patrolling the left flank and a recall to the side for Josh Lowe into the starting lineup with both Paul Brayson and Jason Bowen on the bench. Cardiff clearly the better team in the early stages, playing with the wind behind them, but they couldn't make their quality count. Robert Earnshaw only just wide after a very neat turn. A real escape too when David Curry's free kick thumped against the post. You could sympathise with Alan Cork's claim that the luck hadn't been running City's way in recent weeks. Perhaps that was the moment fortune began to smile on them once again. Wycombe did go into the match with playoff ambitions of their own, of course. Unbeaten at home all season and narrow losers to Premiership opponents in midweek when they went down in their FA Cup replay at Fulham. A mixture of suspensions, injuries and international calls meant they were short of established defenders this time, though, a real opportunity for Cardiff to take advantage. Still, plenty of options in attack. Stuart Roberts, especially keen to do well against old rivals from his Swansea days, his colleagues not always making the most of the openings he created. It was another Roberts run that set up Wycombe's next chance as well. Reece Weston losing out, Roberts giving Sean Devine the opening, and Neil Alexander doing well to block a shot that deflected off Scott Young, Willie Boland completing the clearance. Cardiff regrouped at the start of the second half. Andy Legg, who put in a terrific display in the role he prefers, picking out Gavin Gordon beyond the far post, but the header not really troubling Martin Taylor. Alan Cork then sent on the player most City supporters want to see from the very start, Jason Bowen replacing Mark Bonner, and what a difference he made with his very first touch. Not quite what he intended perhaps, but Graham Kavanagh wasn't complaining, a tremendous shot with the outside of his right foot. Cardiff quick to acknowledge Jason Bowen's part, as was the captain himself. Bowen demonstrating the value of taking people on in the last third, another classic from the Kavanagh collection, and City won up on 67 minutes. A goal good enough to win any game, it always looked likely to win this one. David Curry reined in a series of long-range shots, but none of them bothered Neil Alexander. By no means Cardiff's best performance of the season, but in all the circumstances, it could count as one of their best results.